Examination and our fellow Kapsuetas. This is Spotlight News Express.
On the headlines, Cavite State University's 13th Journalism Seminar. CVSU, home of the champions.
Nokia users rally.
Justice Chief airs view on global insurance.
Smart shirt can tell if you're having a heart attack. ABS unveils new guide for improved safety on offshore vessels.
News and public affairs correspondents from different networks join forces together to share their knowledge for the participants of the 13th Journalism Seminar. Live from Cavite State University Gymnasium, let's hear the riddles from Dayanara de los Reyes. Dayanara?
Earlier this morning, at the Cavite State University Gymnasium, the stage is hot and ready for the 13th Journalism Seminar. Mass communication and journalism students from different schools started to pile in and were all excited to see and hear from the invited guest speakers. As of 8 a.m., the program started with a prayer and national anthem by the CDSU Chorale Ensemble, followed by a special presentation from the prime movers and opening remarks from the chairperson of DLMC, Ms. Marilyn Matilia, and the Dean of College of Arts and Sciences, Ms. Lynn Penales. It is quickly followed by the first guest speaker, Mr. Rene Antonio Cepeda from Philippine Broadcasting Services, who discussed the real stand of media in public service. There was a little public forum after that until Mr. Judo Segovia from GMA News and Public Affairs took over the stage with his tips and lecture on how to make documentaries. He showed some examples of his work and then proceeded to answer questions from the participants. After that, Ms. Rena Paraan, the chairman of NUJP, came and briefed us on how simple citizens can participate and help the media inform the public. She also discussed the responsibilities of citizen journalists and had a small exchange of question and answer with the participants. After lunch break, Mr. Jarius Bondoc from the Philippine Star came and shared his experiences and knowledge about investigative journalism. His lecture was brief, but he answered as much question as he can from the students. Cora from The Voice also came and amazed us with her talent. After a while, Ms. Apple Salandani, together with some of her crew from ABS-CBN News, arrived. She discussed the cause and effect of climate change and how the media could help build a disaster-prepared nation.
All in all, Tasha, this seminar is all about the roles and responsibilities of the mass media when it comes to serving the public, whether in the middle of disaster or other challenging situations. Beside me right now is one of the registration committee, Ms. Julia Clarissa now. Now that the program is ending, we can see how good all this turned out. Can you share with us how hard planning this program was?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank everyone, especially our fellow mass communication and AV journalism students for supporting the program. Actually, it was the project coordinators who had the hardest time in planning the seminar, but since everyone worked together and planned together, this is the turnout. And fortunately, we hope that everyone is satisfied with the outcome. However, there are hardships, yes, that we encountered, like there were minor conflicts, like problems with speakers and lectures, the talks, but we passed it all, and here we are now.
Well, all the efforts seem to be worth it because so far we've received a lot of positive response. So what can you say to all the participants?
Okay, so to all the participants, we would like to thank all of you for supporting us. We know that we all have difficulty in finding the money for the seminar, but since we all found ways to attend, I could say that it turned out to be successful, and it will be successful without all of you, of course. So thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations, Ms. Danao. That's all, Tasha. Thank you po.
Cavite State University, home of the champions. For the details of the news, let's hear from Jenica Eusebio. Jenica,
Cavite State University, formerly Don Severino de las Alas campus, which was located at Indang, Cavite, is known for being the home of the champions. The university is known for developing honorable and competent individuals. Both students and employees, may it be part-time or full-time employees, had worked on their parts and contributed to the credibility the university had built. Despite experiencing salary discrepancies and delays, part-time employees still manage to share their expertise to their students. And even if they do lack facilities, varsity players, students, and employees are able to maximize their resources in order to attain their goals. Jenica Eusebio reporting.
On the local news,
Nokia users conducted a rally regarding the pullout of the Nokia mobile phones in the market. Let's hear the details from Chevy Katipon. Chevy,
Nokia users are conducting a rally to show their strong disagreement on Nokia cell phone units being phased out in the market.
Nokia! 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 Nokia!
Nokia is known for their good messaging capability, many user-friendly models, and excellent cameras. These are the reasons why users think Nokia is a big loss in the market. Meanwhile, mobile industry is now considering to keep Nokia in national markets.
Former Guimaras governor and ex-congressman Emery Lucio Lopez is still confined at the Iloilo Doctors Hospital after the vehicular crash in Santa Barbara, Iloilo. An Isuzu chopper from the opposite direction hit the Toyota Hi-Ace, carrying Lopez and the other former officials of Guimaras, resulting to the death of the driver. According to the latest medical bulletin, Lopez regained consciousness and has able to answer questions asked by the attending physicians.
up next, Justice Chief airs view on global insurance. Bureau of Customs Revive Water Patrol Unit. Business School Dean visits Manila.
Cruise, 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 cruise. Para sa tawag na walang tigil. Cruise, cruise, cruise. Para sa tawag na tuloy-tuloy. Cruise Reynaldo Jaya! Congrats, tol! Pasok ka sa UP! Para sa tawag na hinihintay ng marami. Salamat, kuya! May unli tawag na mula sa TM. 15 pesos lang. Unlimited ka nang makakatawag ng 24 oras.
Kuya, pwede bang pakihanap yung pangalan ni Marco Reyes?
Reyes. Simula na ang unli tawagan sa TM.
How do we make it better?
By texting, calling, and surfing.
With Smart's All Text 20 Plus.
From the all-net text to everybody.
Trying it calls to many.
Made better with all-day surfing. Now tweet and retweet. Share and like. Insta-G, that's so free.
Nice.
And it's still at 20 bucks.
Send AT20 to 2827.
So now the day gets better. Better than the day before.
Justice Chief airs view on global insurance. Justice Secretary Agnes de Vanadera left the decision yesterday to give global medical insurance benefit for foreign service personnel to the Department of Foreign Affairs. For the details of the news, let's hear from Christine Joy Duhelio. Christine Joy.
DFA Undersecretary Franklin M. Ebdalin asked for her legal opinion in global medical insurance benefit, which she rejected. De Venerada made it clear that it is within the subject of DFA, but whether or not it shall acquire its foreign service personnel to give an insurance scheme in a country of assignment. Christine Joy Duhelio, reporting.
The Bureau of Customs Enforcement Group was concerned over oil smugglers operating in Haiti. BOC sought to revive the defunct Water Patrol Division to strengthen border protection against illegal activity.
Business School Dean visits Manila. Dr. Carlos Cavalle, the longest record for a Dean of IESE Business School Dean in Barcelona, Spain, will be in Manila for 5 days. He will be meeting the CEOs and other senior executives of the leading firms in the Philippines. He is also expected to brief the CEOs of the various companies of the Ayala Group and address some 300 deans, professors, and graduate students of the leading business schools in the country. He is also making a presentation to the top haunches of Philippine conglomerates who will be gathered by Metro Bank.
Merck Incorporation Philippines donates 2 million pesos to the Philippine Red Cross. The President and Managing Director of Merck Incorporation Philippines and Cecil Toledo, Director of Finance and Controlling, donates 2 million pesos to the Philippine Red Cross. The donation will be used for disaster relief and for a long-term rehabilitation efforts for Typhoon Yolanda survivors. Being a leading pharmaceutical, Merck is also a chemical and life science company, which the story is begun in 1668, and having a future shaped by more than 40,000 employees in 67 countries. Its success is characterized by innovations from entrepreneurial employees.
Philippine exports jumped 18.9% in November. The Philippine export grew 18.9% as November striked. Woodcraft and furniture were the top exports during the month of November, that came up to 282 million US dollars. Japan became the top export market for the Philippine market. Next is the United States, and lastly, China, which got the third biggest export market.
Up next, cigarette firm helps 3 million tobacco farmers. Teenager falls from the fifth floor of her condominium. Chinese company will build plant at former Ohio General Motors site.
Mighty Corporation, an all-Filipino cigarette manufacturer, now buys more tobacco leaves and helps tobacco farmers in the Ilocos region and Cagayan Valley to increase their yield. According to Mighty Corporation Executive Vice President Oscar P. Barrientos, because of the increase in the company's market share from 5% in 2012 to 20% in 2013, they now offer better prices to tobacco crops. They are also willing to tie up with Department of Agriculture and National Tobacco Administration to strengthen their partnership with tobacco farmers. Aside from scholarship grant, the corporation will also provide irrigation pumps and mini tractors to help tobacco cooperatives increase their production.
14-year-old Pakistan teenager named Sadat Salam was at critical condition now at the Medical Chemical Center after falling at the fifth floor at the Bright Place condominium at the Quezon City last Thursday night. Salam was with her sister and three other relatives when the incident happened. It was not clearly stated why Salam fell from the condominium. However, police officers will review the footage of surveillance cameras to find out how the teenager fell from the terrace at the said building.
How do we make it better?
By texting, calling, and surfing.
With Smart's All Text 20 Plus.
Only all that text to everybody.
Trying it calls to many.
Made better with all day surfing. Now sweet and that's sweet. Share and like. Insta G, that's so free.
Nice.
And it's still at 20 bucks.
Send AT20 to 2827.
So now the day gets better. Better than the day before.
Cruise. Para sa tawag na walang tigil. Para sa tawag na tuloy-tuloy.
Reynaldo Jaya! Congrats, tol! Pasok ka sa UP!
Para sa tawag na hinihintay ng mahali.
Salamat, kuya!
May unli tawag na mula sa TM. 15 pesos lang. Unlimited ka nang makakatawag ng 24 oras.
Kuya, pwede bang pakihanap yung pangalan ni Marco Reyes?
Reyes. Simula na ang unli tawagan sa TM.
Chinese company to build plant at former Ohio General Motors site. A Chinese company named Fuyao Glass Industry Group Corporation signed an agreement with the owner of the former General Motors site in Columbus, Ohio, making $200 million investment that will establish an automotive glass plant, creating 800 jobs and revitalizing a former General Motors site. The operations of the plant is expected to start late next year.
Up next, Smart Shirt can tell if you're having a heart attack. Government has no plans to rebuild schools. Philippine Franchising Association members show support to the victims of Super Typhoon Yolanda.
Smart Shirt can tell if you're having a heart attack. A French fashion in Las Vegas is getting smarter with the help of fabric woven microsensors that can reveal when someone is weary or unwell. This shirt is made of smart sensory material that reads body heat, heart rate motion, and location. The one who created this material was the major French sport team as well as the numbers of the health industry.
The government has yet to rebuild around 100 schools destroyed by the super typhoon Yolanda. For the details of the news, let's hear it from Cristel Anradiz. Cristel?
The government wanted to reconstruct 100 schools destroyed by Super Typhoon Yolanda 2 months ago in some places of eastern Visayas. According to Rolando Asis, director of the Department of Public Works and Highways, there are no plans yet received to rebuild the schools. However, Director Asis said that there's already 830 damaged schools buildings being repaired. This is Crystal Anredis reporting.
Meanwhile, the Philippine Franchising Association showed support to the victims. For the details of the news, let's hear it from Carissa Quiliano. Carissa?
PFA members show support to the victims. Philippine Franchise Association members are willing to help the victims of the typhoon as well as the earthquake victims. Some of the companies are the Generics Pharmacy, PLDT, Wendy's, Julie's Bake Shop, Waffle Time, Goldilocks, Max's Restaurant, Quintinitan, and many more. All of them are willing to give medicines, foods, and money for the victims. They said that they will continuously assist the people. Months ago, thousands of families were lost and billions of properties were destroyed due to the devastating typhoon and earthquakes that hit the country. Outshowing support across all sectors brings hope to the affected Filipino families.
Housing Board raises ceiling for socialized housing. In a resolution passed by the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council, or the HUDCC Board, the minimum price of socialized housing was raised from 400,000 pesos to 450,000 pesos. An increase of about 16% was based on National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA, took into account the price of raw land, consumer materials, and consumer price index. After a month, the HUDCC issued Resolution Number 1, which finally adjusted the socialized housing ceiling from 300,000 pesos to 400,000 pesos. This action is in response to the call of the industry, which depends on a responsive government acting as catalyst in a business-friendly environment.
Mayor Lani Cayetano orders crackdown versus illegal firecrackers. To prevent fireworks-related injuries during the New Year celebration, Taguig City Mayor Lani Cayetano ordered an intensified crackdown on the illegal firecrackers and pyrotechnic products in their locality. According to Mayor Cayetano, celebrating the coming year with using illegal firecrackers and other related products caused Taguig residents to be exposed in possible losing of life. Meanwhile, the local government assured the public that there's a lot an adequate number of doctors and medicines in case of emergencies in light of the New Year festivities.
ABS unveils new guide for improved safety on offshore vessels. ABS, the leading provider of classification services to the global offshore and marine industries, has released the ABS Guide for Enhanced Fire Protection Arrangements as guidance for improved safety on offshore vessels and installations as well as ocean-going vessels. ABS Chairman and CEO Christopher Wernicke said that protection against fires on board vessels and offshore installations is critically important.
For the sports news, let's hear it from Jean Sevillano. Jean?
Portugal scored a clean kill in the girls' division of tennis team during the week 1 of FINMA International Juniors held at Rizal's Memorial Tennis Center. Well, that was really a great smash-up. So guys, those are the sports news for today. This is Jean Sevillano.
For the showbiz news, Alicia Keys is to heat up Moa Arena in tonight's concert. Concert Hall of the Mall of Asia Arena will resonate with the powerful and brave sound of Alicia Keys as she performs her greatest hits during her hotly anticipated one-night-only concert. According to the Ovation production, the one-night presentation from Blackberry brings the R&B singer, song, and writer to the country. Considered as one of the most gifted and talented artists, Alicia Keys gave concentration with millions of victims by Super Typhoon Yolanda.
Again, this is Natasha Nicole Pintan, Lady Lynn Pugo, and Jean Camille Santa Cruz. This is Spotlight News Express.